Hello everyone, and welcome, don't want to go there, back to Red Dead Redemption. I just jumped into a random free roam, and I honestly have no objective. Really, nothing. Don't want to do any team games, don't want to do anything exciting. Just wanted to ride around not the wastes, this isn't Fallout, ride around the old West and see what adventures that come across our way. So that's what we're going to do. Concord! Come along, Concord. Come along. Nope, I just walked past Concord because I'm an idiot. There we go. Right. Dun 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 dun. I wasn't attacking the Worthington Ranch Regs, and whatever. I was just hanging out there. Oh, you were killed by the Bollard gang. How can you be double killed by the Bollard gang? Did you die, respawn, get shot again? It's pretty depressing, really. Ooh. Innocent workers. We shall end them. Actually, we won't, because I am a better person than that. Besides, I wouldn't want that wagon. The best wagon you can get is at... Map. Aid me map. What's the name of that place? Not Tumbleweed. Gaptooth Breach. Gaptooth Breach is where you get the best wagon in the game from if you want to grab it. Game. Red Dead Redemption. We have been playing each other. Oh, thank God. Thank heavens. I was about to rage quit. I was about to go on in a speech how... Wow. Everyone dropped. Okay. I was about to go on a speech saying... All the years we played each other, I have only ever had one other glitch. Like freeze like that from you. Are you going to ruin your perfect record? And the game was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Gwyn, you and I love each other and know each other too well. I wouldn't say love each other, but you know each other too well. No, what I'm actually going to do is kick out all those other annoying players for you. And I'm like, gee, thanks, game. And the game's like, no problem, Gwyn. Now get back out there and ride in the wastes. And that is what I will do. Armadillo. With riding on the town. Dun 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 dun. That's really obscure music that none of you will get, and I probably sang it really crappily and out of tune. But that was from Red... Fuck you. Really? Really? Really, you fucking son of a bitch. In every game I go to, there's one of you. Fuck you. I'm not interested. I don't want to fight in your little pathetic gang war. I just wanted to carry on in my adventure. Fuck you. Burn in hell. Go rape yourself. Right, carrying on. Yes, that music is from Red Dwarf Series 6. The episode is Gunmen of the Apocalypse. And it's the guys go into a virtual reality simulation where they take part in adventures from, well, the Old West, really. Da-dum. Da-da-da-da-dun-da-da-dun-da-da-dun. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ride down to Mexico, and hopefully they won't bother me there. Forgive me for my rant, but the reason I don't play games with people much anymore is A, I don't have many friends left that play games. They all went off to university and stuff. And B, human beings are scum-sucking leeches that ruin the gaming experience of everyone else they come into contact with. Which is why nowadays I play mostly single-player games. Which is depressing, because I used to love playing co-op and multiplayer games. It just used to be the best. And now I cannot stand it. It's funny how times change. But yeah, I still love playing this game. And if you're wondering, if you hate players, they're Squimbo, why didn't you go into a private server? Well, a private match. Well, it didn't occur to me at the time, I'll be honest, and I can't be bothered changing now. Because hopefully those two will be kicked again. And hopefully those two will just end up fighting each other and they will leave me alone. Still, I'm kind of annoyed about that guy having that one kill over me. I'm not annoyed because he killed me and he's got points. I'm just annoyed because he's such an arsehole about it and I'm seeming to let him get away with it. But I know in the end he'll get what's coming to him. Well, that's the ideal anyway. Oh well, come along, Concord. Let us carry on our adventure. We're going to go down to Mexico, old Concord. Would you like that? Do you like going down to Mexico? Concord likes Mexico. Incidentally, for anyone wondering what the why my horse is called Concord, unlike that Red Dwarf reference I gave earlier, I'm not going to tell you. Look it up yourselves. The only hint I'll give to you is it's a TV show, British, and it's like 60s and in the 60s and 70s. So I'll let you work the rest out yourself. It seems that level 50 guy is just following that level 33 guy around, and I'm guessing that they're, you know, having a standoff. Which I consider very douchey, but no matter. That level 50 just cannot let... Yep, the level 50 cannot let shit slide. I bet he's some fat, balding American piece of shit. Forgive me, that's rude against Americans. Jeez, Americans are even... Putting this arsehole in the same category as Americans? That's insulting to the Americans. Forgive me, American audience. I don't know what that guy is, but he's certainly not human. REES 122013. You are not human. You are a monster. You are disgusting and you epitomize everything that is wrong with gaming. So I am just going to get away from you, otherwise you will infect me. And if you infect me, I'll have to put a bullet in my brain. And I don't want to do that, I'm afraid. Because I kind of like life. And puppies. Dude, puppies are awesome. Especially like puppies like German Shepherds. German Shepherds as puppies are so cute. But then when they grow up, they're so big. It's kind of a mixed bag, really. Oh well. Chuparosa. It's nice to be in a decent Mexican town again. Also, that guy killed me, so I lost all my ammo that I spent the time picking up, which I consider irritating. No matter. No matter. Alright, ride along, cowboy. Dun, 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 dun. Look at the scenery. Look at this arch. Like, right here. Look at this beautiful arch. I mean, this game is so beautiful and well designed and graphically sound. I don't know why people went off it. Seriously, it's a beautiful, amazing game. The single player campaign's great. Yeah, he just he got what was coming to him. He just left. He was like, no fun. Nobody wants to fight me. I hope that guy burns. Seriously. Mexico once more. Also, if you're wondering if there is any actual content of my of this content, there's any point to my levels, then there isn't, I'm afraid. Oh, they left the session. I bet they both went into a private gun match together and they're gonna go shoot each other. Well, good on you, good sirs, but I don't consider either of you worthy of me shooting. Only people I shoot are the guilty and those who deserve it. Like these criminals. They deserve it. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hello. No, I don't appreciate you firing at me. Don't appreciate your firing at me either. Bang! Haha, they're all dead. Oh. Oh. Bang. Oh, accidentally shot the prostitute. That was my bad. Damn, she was... Oh, she's like just... like dead on the floor. Kind of sad, actually. I don't know why. Just seems to be quite sad that I shot her. No matter. Right. Got a good firing position. Got him. I'm trying to kill everyone in there, so when the reinforcements spawn, I'll be outside and I won't have to deal with it. Oh, just taking them apart. I see you. I see you. I gotta get the timing right. No. Get the timing just right. Got him. Didn't get the timing right very much, but I did manage to put a bullet in him. That's the important part. Right. Ah. Alright, still got some unfriendly types down there. Also, I know that they're game members, and if you actually go up to them, if you go in the compound, they fire at you, but I'm a monster. And that shot just proved it. But these game members don't overly seem that evil, do they? I mean, they were just sort of hanging out, and then I just opened fire upon them. I mean, would anyone else not defend themselves in that situation? Maybe I am projecting a bit. Excellent. Right. Dynamite. Take that. Hopefully that'll get him. Nice. Alright. Random dynamite. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, we've got a double action revolver. I want a double shotgun for this job. And Henry repeater. Actually, I think going for the double action is the best revolt here. I love the double action revolver. It's the most used weapon it's the most commonly used weapon I do. But to be honest, my personal favorite is actually surprisingly the Schofield revolver. I find that the Schofield is just cooler. Although in reality, the Schofield was actually a hunk of, well, not a hunk of junk. It had its use, but there were massive problems with it. It was not the greatest firearm in the world. Since we're shooting these gangsters, and not these bandits, and I have nothing better to talk about, may as well fill you up to place into the history of the Schofield revolver. How is this guy alive? There we go, he's dead. Alright, first. Alright, get my revolver out. Right, there we go. Okay. I just need to concentrate for a second while I get rid of the bandits. Right. Now, the Schofield revolver, don't remember exactly the timing it came out, but it was pretty high. It came out about the same time as the Cattleman revolver. Now, this Cattleman revolver, the shittiest revolver in the game, is actually the Colt 1873 Peacemaker. The famous single-action army revolver that basically everyone uses and everyone loves. One of the most highly beloved firearms of all time. Now, the Schofield revolver, this one here, came out the exact same time and was designed to be a revolver for the army. Based on a similar design. It had a... Let's reload it, shall we? Reload it. See, it's a break-open action as opposed to a side action. Ow! Ow, you're getting in the way of my discussion. It's a break-open action as opposed to a side lock action where you actually can break and reload the cylinders as one as opposed to reloading them individually. However, the problem with it was... I'm trying to give a massive history on a revolver here, but I'm more concentrating on not dying. But the problem with the Schofield was... it didn't shoot the same cartridge as the 1873 Peacemaker. It was the same caliber, 45, shot the same 45 round. However, the actual round, the actual bullet, was slightly smaller. So, Colt ammunition could not cycle in the Schofield, whereas Schofield ammunition could be used in a Colt revolver. So, as everything in an army comes down to logistics, the fact that you couldn't do that became a real issue. Ammunition was a problem. They kept sending, people with Schofield's Colt ammo, and they wouldn't chamber in their pistols. So the army just ended up giving up and switching over to Colts, which makes actually makes a bit of sense because cartridge easier to manufacture, a lot more reliable, stuff like that. So the Schofield just went past into obscurity. Just sad because it's actually a very good revolver and a very nice looking revolver in my opinion. So that was my brief history on the Schofield revolver. a lovely, nice firearm that was plagued by ammunition problems, logistical problems, and generally not well planned out foresight, really. So the double action revolver is the Colt News Service revolver, for anyone wondering. A double action version of, well, basically the 1873 Peacemaker. However, it was never well liked, because the double action revolver, while being double action, you know, all the things you'd expect from a nice, decent revolver, among veteran Colt owners, they didn't actually like it. They said that it suffered from quite a few problems. Apparently the revolver wasn't balanced properly. They didn't like how it cycled ammunition. They said it was a lot heavier and clunkier than the Peacemaker. So it never actually got much commercial success, unfortunately. Which is understandable, because there were a lot of other double-action revolvers out at the time. I mean, I think the first double-action revolver came out was actually British. The Adams revolver. A five-round double-action revolver. I think the first model of the Adams was 1855? Don't quote me on that, but I remember reading it somewhere. And I'm on fire. And I'm getting shot. And I need to get my shotgun out. How are you not dead? Hit him! Hit him with your gun! Wow. Melee did not work well in that situation. No, get to the real cover. Thank you. Alright. Alright, we'll just bit of suppressive fire. But yeah, that's kind of thing. The Adams revolver, that's what I was getting onto. Yeah, Adams revolver, 5-shot double action. Apparently it went down, was quite a hit. Looked quite pretty too. British always make nice looking revolvers. I don't know why, but they just do. Maybe it's because it's the only thing that they ever really used until like 1920s when they... Actually no. British never actually replaced their revolvers with semi-automatic weapons until the 1950s. Quite surprising, really. Oh, someone else has joined the session. They won't be bothering me, though. Right. Got my scatter gun. 1 shot, 2 shot, nice. And we even let the horse live. We're professionals. Right. Right, let's just open the field a bit. Good. See, what else? What other firearm lore can we go over? What have we got? Pump action, semi-automatic, the barrel. Ooh, the Henry repeater. It's probably my favorite of the repeaters. However, I'm kind of more skilled on pistols than I am on everything else. What do we got? Ooh, the semi-automatic pistol. Now, what's the name? The Broken Shot pistol? It's a really weird name. The Broken Shot pistol. I have a book on it. It's an interesting... I can't... Damn, the name is really weird. It's like the Broken Shot pistol. It's a German pistol. Very odd. One of the first semi-automatic pistols that come out. It chambered a 7.65mm cartridge? Or is it or did the later... No, it was a 7.65mm cartridge. No, it was 7.63mm cartridge. Really odd cartridge sizes. The later models were 7.65. That's why I was getting confused. Aha, nice. And it was a quite reliable pistol. Heavy, a bit bulky. In reality, firing it one-handed like my character's doing was quite very hard. Excellent. It actually came with its own stock. Like its own little pistol-style stock on it. Which was what it was primarily used as a sort of mini carbine sort of thing. Well, hello ladies. I think the blonde is better than the brunette. Oh wow, you're still alive. No, you're not. I'm a monster. Right, come along, Concord. We've done our civic duty here today. But yeah, the the Broken Shot pistol. That's what I'm going to call it. It's not its name, but that's what I'm calling it, because I can't remember its actual name. Not a real commercial success. It did sell a few numbers of, in pistol. No, a few pistols in Britain. But revolvers were quite well entrenched in British society and British law enforcement and military use that it never really saw much public service, unfortunately. High power pistol. Ah, the old high power. Browning high power. There's the 1935 is the latest version. However, there were versions 1910. I think is the. There's a 9. I think it's a 1910 was the earliest version of the Browning high power pistol. This just turns into me going on about the guns in this game. But as I said, there is no real point to this video, so may as well educate you lot a bit on firearm history. It is a hobby of mine. I very much like firearms. They're good as a historical study. Like, what were they made for? Why were they made? What purpose were they? Why did this one shoot a 45 ACP cartridge instead of a 44 cartridge? All these little questions that you ask. Just me going on a bit about it, but yeah. So the Browning high power pistol, 9mm parabellum round, 8-round magazine. Oh, okay. Apparently I won it for some reason, don't know why. 8-round magazine. Very good pistol. Highly favoured by a lot of European countries. Britain imported quite a few. Belgium. Germany actually manufactured them after they took over Belgium where they were made. Very reliable, decent pistols. I would probably have one over in... as much as I love the Colt M1911, I'll probably have a Browning high power if I was going around in, those sort of times. Just because the Browning high power wasn't as heavy and clunky to use. I'm going to use the transport. We're going to go back to America. We're going to go to Armadillo. Back to Armadillo. Surprisingly, I've never seen an armadillo around Armadillo, even in single player. I see them out in the Great Beyond there, but never actually inside or near the town itself. Which I think is kind of a missed opportunity, but no matter. Peridou and nowhere. Okay, well, we won't be bothered by other players then. Right. Oop, Concord. You're a bit enthusiastic there, old Concord. Right. Pepsi Cola. That guy just seems to want to join a different session. He just keeps joining in and out and in and out. No matter. Rolling block rifle. Depends what type of rolling block, because there are so many different rolling block methods. Martini Henry was a rolling block rifle. I think what the rifle they were talking about here, this version of the rolling block, was probably the Sharps. How the hell am I just leveling up? Well, I got the bolt action rifle. Nice. It's probably the Sharps Bourcanat 50 caliber buffalo rifle. It's probably the rifle they're talking about here. And since I've got it, this bolt action rifle was the Craig Jorgensen 1905 bolt action rifle, which was quickly replaced by the Springfield bolt action rifle, because the Craig Jorgensen, while it was an alright rifle, wasn't actually very amazing. I mean, had odd ammunition. The Mauser style bolt wasn't as good as a true Mauser bolt. I'm talking about the action. And generally it was just a sort of a lackluster rifle. Sad end for a rifle like that. Although apparently quite a few of them ended up being in the hands of hunters and sportsmen, where they discovered if you cut off all the heavy wood and you tune it up a bit, it actually becomes an accurate little hunting rifle. Which is nice that ex-military rifles end up finding new services nowadays. In fact, in New Zealand, 95% of every single firearm owner in this country has owned or does own a Lee Enfield rifle, because it's ex-military and it's what ends up being everywhere. Like I said, my father owns a Lee Enfield rifle. I own a Lee Enfield rifle. It's just the rifle to own if you're a New Zealander. Alright, we're going in with a scattergun. I just want to see if the Easter egg is here. Also, I hate this place. I fucking do. It's just creepy. Oh, they took it away. It must only be in single player. In single player, there's a book on the pulpit which has a cheat And the cheat is for infinite health or infinite life or something if you use it in the single player campaign. Oh, does this count as arson? Really? You know what? Screw it. We're just going to burn this place to the ground. Come along, Concord. The cops won't find me. Hey, Concord. I may have... Oh, no. Bounty, $20. Okay. Cool. Screw you, demon-haunted church. Eat dynamite. Oh, shit. Nice. Alright, and into the wastes. Alright, carry on. Ride 'em round, cowboy. It's firearm talk. What else for firearms were we talking about? Volcanic pistol. That was a nice idea. A lever action pistol. I mean, it was alright. That would explain something. One of these three is a hacker. And that would explain why people keep dropping out. Because they've understood that. And they understood about the gang hideouts. Right, I'm just an idiot. Okay, I understand now. Oh well. It was only a matter of time before hackers made their way into this game. I mean, it's been unattended and unmanaged and unpatched for so long that people would naturally just find a way to break the code. Which is depressing, really, but the fact that it's taken so long at least gives me a bit of hope. Although, hope is the first step on the road to disappointment, if you read 40k. Oh well. May as well carry on my talk about firearms. What other pistols we got here? Cattleman, volcanic pistol. Don't know too much about that. Just I know the basics, like the thumb hole lever action, the 8-round capacity, just things like that. What else we got? Pump action shotguns. They were quite. They came into prominence quite well later in the Western times, when paper shotgun cartridges were properly established and they could actually be cycled without breaking them. Yeah, I know. Could actually be cycled without breaking them. Semi-automatic, not so much though. Semi-automatic shotguns, they had the problem with paper shotgun cartridges wouldn't cycle too well in semi-automatic firearms. So they discovered that they weren't quite as useful or reliable as you'd like them to be. But a bit of a shame, really. Now this gun. Mauser broom handle 1912 semi-automatic pistol. Although there was a previous, I think it was like 1896. 1895. I think it was 1895, 1896 pistol, which was basically the same one. Oh, dude, really? What happened to Concord? Concord? Where did Concord go? What the hell? Ah, there you go. That is not Concord. Who are you? You are some kind of bull. Also, you appear to be glitching in and out of existence, which proves the fact that this is probably hacked. Right, come along. I will need to find a new name for you. He's just glitching in and out of existence, proving that the game is fucked at the moment. Proving that the hacker is ruining shit. Depressing is... It is depressing. Oh well. My whole reason for going here was to... Yeah! Got my bull. Apparently I ride a bull now. Rest in peace, Concord. I might get you back next part, maybe. We'll see what you do, Mr. Bull. I don't know what to call him. I'll figure it out. For now, you are Mr. Bull, and I'll figure out a badass name for you in between, me playing this and me playing this again. But yes, as I was going to say, my final history lesson for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, before I end this video, is the Mauser broom handle pistol. Now, there were two versions of this, the 1912 version and the earlier version. Both of them fired a 7.65mm cartridge, had a 15-round or 10-round magazine capacity. The magazines could be externally or internally loaded. And by that, they could be internally loaded by use of stripper clips. They were reliable, a bit heavy, but very solid. Winston Churchill himself quite loved the Mauser broom handle pistol. He was quite a favour of it. It was quite well made. You know, really decent old firearms made. Were really well made. Like, you know, pressed steel, wood. A lot of individual craftsmanship went into the pistol. Very reliable and useful handgun. Quite, yeah, I quite like it. I like the aesthetic. Reminds me of Han Solo's pistol, but then I think Han Solo's pistol was actually ripped off from the 1912. Decent pistol. I will admit, there is one gripe that's always bugged me in this game, and I brought it up to my old Red Dead playing friends nowadays, and it turns out that they did it because they felt having 3 just pure semi-automatic pistols in this game wasn't good enough. They made this gun fully automatic, which, while there were some fully automatic Mauser broom handle pistols in existence, they were not in existence until after the First World War. And the problem was, 15 rounds went quite quick. Basically they turned it into a submachine gun. The 7.65 cartridge was not the best suited for an SMG. It tended to overheat quickly, the breech would get locked open, and it was just generally a hunk of junk. Well, it was a nice idea, but ended up being a hunk of junk. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is my conclusion of the Firearms History Introduction Manual of Red Dead Redemption. I hope you enjoyed it, you learned a bit out of it. I'm hoping, I like to, learn, and I love talking about firearms anyway, so it's a natural fit. So yes, if you've learned anything throughout this, it's that the Mauser pistol was never fully automatic. Well, officially, never fully automatic. The Schofield pistol failed because of the ammunition the cartridge problems. And semi-automatic shotguns were not very well common in the West because, well, paper cartridges and semi-automatic cycling don't work well together. So, on behalf of myself, the late Concord, and this Mr. Cow, I thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you again another time.